Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. Bear with me, the storm's sort of kicking up behind me, but I must get these videos done no matter what. I love staying accountable to you guys in the public eye. I love showing you guys how steadfast and consistent I can be with my habits. It's relatively easy for me to start habits, stop habits, experiment with habits. I think that human beings, we are, if nothing else, habit formation machines. And if you don't have good habits installed, then bad habits tend to just take over like weeds. So your mind is where the habits are forming, and you need to take care of your mind like a garden. You need to uproot the bad habits, surely, and you need to uproot the habits which are merely good, and you need to plant and cultivate great habits. They're going to lead your life down a really great road. It reminds me of that old saying that, the way that you think becomes the way that you speak. The way that you speak becomes the way that you act. The way that you act becomes your character, becomes your way of being in the world. And your character and your way of being in the world, that becomes your destiny. It's said that human beings, we don't choose our destinies. We choose our habits, and then our habits choose or create our destinies. So make sure you're installing great habits and great routines, and let those run your life and lead you in a really great direction. On this channel, we talk about language learning, we talk about personal development and motivation, staying fit, game design, travel, and family life. All of these things are part of the fabric of my life, and I'm sharing that with you right here on my YouTube channel, so I hope that you'll stay with me. And let's share more, let's get to know each other more in the comments section. In today's video, I want to talk to you a little bit about what games mean to me in terms of my life with my friends and family, and also language learning. So when I was really young, I had a really playful and creative spirit. I played a lot of different types of games growing up. Tabletop games like card games, board games, role-playing sort of miniature games like Warhammer. I also loved playing video games, computer games. I had the Atari, the PlayStation, a Game Boy. And of course I loved playing outdoors too. I loved playing any kind of sports with my friends, or sort of field games like Capture the Flag. And we even made up so many of our own games to play outside. It was just a really fun time of life. But these things taught me so much about what it means to be a human. Creative, fun-loving, social, dynamic, energetic. Games taught me as much, if not more, I would contend, than school did. Because this is teaching you how to be fluid and effective in social groups with your peers, but also with people of different ages. And in school we are divided and separated by age, and we are divided and separated by scores. School is more unnatural that way. So I think that socializing and gaming is something that human beings, we love to do it. It's sort of built into our DNA. So in the recent years, after I came to China in 2011, and I was trying to learn this language of Mandarin, which language learning is an interest of mine. And I realized that I could combine my love and my passion of language learning with gaming to get even more results, or even better results. So I set about designing card games, which now I have printable versions, virtual versions that we can play with online, and real deck versions of many of my games. So if you're into gaming and you're into language learning, I want to warmly welcome you to check out what I'm doing and join with our fellowship, join with our tribe, because we have been playing online every Saturday since April of 2023. So again, this conversation comes full circle. I really want to lead the way and show you how you can install these habits and routines and stay accountable to a group. Because once you're in with a group of individuals and you feel responsible to them, that's going to facilitate your progress. It's really hard to go it alone. When you don't have the discipline and you feel like nobody's watching and you feel like nobody cares, that takes a tremendous amount of self-discipline to stick with things. Now, some people are a bit better at that naturally than others. Some people just like to be off on their own, studying their own thing or creating their own art or whatever, and they like the solitude and they can work really hard. But I would say, even if you're like that, I think you got to remember sometimes to come back to society, as it were. Come back to your neighbors and friends. Share what you know. Put back into the community. No man is an island, right? Although I feel like a bit of an island right now, sort of surrounded by water and this rainstorm. But basically, in a nutshell, what I want to say is, no matter what your personality type is, if you're more shy or more confident, if you like being alone or you like learning with groups, we accept all kinds and we welcome all kinds. And I think the more diverse our gaming groups are, the more value is created and shared by all of us. I love the richness of our gaming groups online. We've got people coming out from all different countries, and people have truly been making friends. It takes a little bit of time because most people are only coming out once a month, depending on which language they're learning. I mean, we've got 4 solid groups right now: Japanese, Turkish, Spanish, and Mandarin, and they've been playing together since April of 2023. So, but after a few months to a year, people are really starting to know each other well and become true friends. And I'm really happy to, have played a role in that. So here's the thing. You've got to get consistent. You've got to get your habits ingrained. You've got to be so dependable to the point where you can facilitate other people's growth. This is the path that we all have to go down. If you get to the point where you're 25, 35, 45, and you're still slipping on your habits and routines and you're not dependable, well, that's going to be sort of a psychological, I don't know how to describe it, metaphysical problem where you sort of have this ennui, this unrest, because you don't have a way to pour into others and lift other people up. We have to become self-actualized to a higher level before we can help other people to actualize themselves. So we move from self-actualization to others' actualization, which is the highest level. And this is why I want to stay consistent for you guys. So work on your habits, work on your routines. Don't say, oh, I don't want to live like that because it's too robotic, it's too boring. Success is boring. Becoming better in some respects is boring because you have to do the same thing day in and day out. But this is what top level people do in the field of the arts and in the realm of the sciences, in the realm of sports, the top athletes. This is what you have to do if you want to be great. This is what you have to do if you want to become capable of leading and serving others. And I think we all want to do this. We feel the best when we're leading, serving, teaching, and helping. Well, you can only do that really effectively if you've got your ducks in a row. So come out and join us. Let us help you to build that consistency in, show you how it can work, to make you really proud of yourself. And then we can move on to helping others next. I'll see you back here in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.